Right, what's up guys, JJ Richards here, welcome back to another video. So traditionally, I would always start a vlog by telling you guys how many weeks out I am from the next competition. But I'm going to be honest with you, the reason why I haven't uploaded a vlog for the past week is because my head is up my arse a little bit in regards to what the next show is going to be. Because I always had in my head that I was going to do the FitX show, which would be in about 5.5 weeks time. However, I just do not think, realistically, I'm going to get it down to 87 kilos. Today was the lowest I've been, which was 92.5 kilos. But my body weight has literally dropped half a kilo in the past 4 weeks. But my condition is looking really, really good. I was actually comparing pictures from this year versus last year. And I'm way, way ahead of where I was before. So I think, realistically, the next show is going to be in about 8.5 weeks. Which is the PCA Hampshire show, because I don't actually need to hit a weight limit for that. It's more just how you look. So it's a bit annoying because I do feel like I'm way ahead of like 8.5 weeks out, and I do want to get on stage as soon as possible. But let's just wait and see what happens. But right now we've just pulled up to Falcon Fitness, which is a gym we reviewed about a week ago. So I liked it so much that we've come back. So we're going to go and train some shoulders, abs, maybe a little bit of calves, because at the moment I'm literally training calves every single day. So we're going to go in here, have a good workout, and I'll catch up with you guys after this.
Settle down in the place of dreams, float away in the scenery. Take a backpack of what you need. Let's explore the world we see. All the dangers have been made up. You believe what they say. Through the heartache, I would stargaze. No invasion today. We've come this far, through wind and rain alone. So take your chances to embrace the waterfall.
Right, so that was gym session done. We must have been in there for about hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. But whenever I go to a gym, I always like to make sure I get my guest fees. Right, so just finished the workout. It was pretty epic, to be fair. We're probably in there for about an hour and a half. We trained shoulders, rear delts, calves, because hashtag calves every day. I promise you, they're going to grow. We did some abs, and then we just finished off just getting a few pictures for the gram. But now Lucy's hungry. I need my post-workout shake. So when Lucy got back from America, she brought back this. Now this is the Ghost Whey Isolate, but this one here is the Nutter Butter flavour. Unfortunately, you cannot actually get this in any shops in the UK. So Lucy got a couple of tubs of this, and honestly, I say this quite often, but this is probably the best tasting protein around at the moment. However, I haven't tried the Perform Whey carrot cake, which apparently everyone is raving about, and I keep going on about it, but it's just so hard to get. Shout out to Woody from Unit 8 Gym for hooking me up with this Smart Shake. Right, the best thing about this protein is you won't be able to see it, but you actually get like little chunks at the bottom. So you need to make sure that when you have a protein mixer, you've got the little ball and not that little annoying plastic thing, because that prevents the bits from getting through. But I'm excited about this. Oh, that's so good. Lucy's going in. Like the highlight of my day, and I'm sharing my protein with my wife. That is love. Good, eh?
It's love. I carried it back from the.
I know, yeah. That is your carriage fees. Right, we're gonna go now because Lucy's looking at me because she's hungry. She needs some post-workout food. I'm gonna drink this, then we're gonna head home. We'll catch up with you guys then. Right, morning guys. So it's now the day after, and today is probably one of my least favourite days because it's rest day. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I find rest days really challenging, and the main reason being is because when you actually work out, you'll see from my recent videos that I'm traveling to different gyms, which is an hour, 2 hours in the car every day. I have a good hour and a half workout, so it actually takes out quite a large chunk of your day. Whereas on a rest day, when I don't have that workout to look forward to, I don't have that big block of activity to do throughout the day, it's hard. So what we try and do is we always try and schedule in as many activities and as many chores as possible, just to make the day go by a little bit quicker. The carbs actually drop a little bit, so I'll go through what the difference is between my rest day and a training day's nutrition. But the calories are slightly reduced. So the calories are slightly reduced, but we get through it. These are just the difficult times in prep that you got to get through to get ridiculously peeled out my brain. So right now, behind me is the AP Meats Meat Wagon, who are so kind to sponsor me, and I get all my meat from these guys. So we're going to go over there now, grab my protein for the week. I was intending on doing a barbecue today and cooking all my food in the barbecue for a few days. However, last night it decided to absolutely piss it down with rain. But the sky's looking okay, so it might brighten up a little bit later. And if it does, I'm going to get all my prep done on the barbecue, because when you're in prep, you just try and need to make your food taste as nice as possible. And when chicken is cooked on a barbecue, nothing can compare to that delicious barbecued taste on chicken. But the queue's gone down now, so I'm going to go out, grab some meat and catch up with you guys afterwards. Right, so let me just show you guys what we picked up. So I've got 5 kilos of chicken there, so that literally lasts me a whole week. So I've got to do the most tedious job of the whole entire week, where I trim all the fat off, dice it all up, section it out, freeze it, but it's done for the week then once it's done. A nice roast chicken there for the wife and the kids. Salmon. So on a rest day, which I'll show you today, I do have a salmon meal. Just appreciate how good those steaks look like. Look at that. Look at the redness of that steak, and literally no fat on that whatsoever. They are going to be absolutely banging. And then also some of these really lean, like pork medallion things for the wife and kids. But that right there, again, shout out to AP Meats for hooking me up with this delightful, delicious meat haul. But right now, I've got to slice and dice this chicken. Right, so that is the meat prep all done. So I'll show you what I've done. But it's about 7:45 right now, so I've got to go upstairs, wake Lucy up, wake the kids up, get them ready for school. But me and Lucy are like the perfect marriage, because I'm super productive in the morning. I've already done my cardio, I've already got all the meat prep for the week. I'm going to put the kettle on, get the coffees ready. But then come about 4 o'clock, I absolutely hit the wall, can't be asked to do anything. But then at 4 o'clock, Lucy is more of a night owl. So then she takes over the reins and she does all of the chores. So literally, if you're an early bird, you need to marry a night owl. And vice versa, if you're a night owl, marry an early bird. That is the key to a successful marriage. Right, so here we have all of the meat prep. So literally here I've got, so I bag it up into 1.1 kilo bags, because each one of these is 4 meals. So that lasts me for 2 days. So I've got all the chicken prepped there. That's for today. Couple of steaks for today. Rest of the steaks will go in the freezer. Again, salmon, some will go in the fridge, a couple will go in the freezer. And then these bits here will go in the fridge. But that right there is my weekly protein done and dusted. Right, so literally the time is now 20 past 2 and I'm only just eating meal number 2. So I think this is probably the latest in my whole entire life I've ever eaten the second meal of the day. And what I tend to do on a rest day is I try and fast for as long as possible in the morning and then leave it till quite late to have my first meal. Now the only reason why I do that is because it then allows me to cram my meals into a shorter space of time, because once you eat that first meal, like the ghrelin hormone releases and you're just always hungry and you always want to eat. So the good thing now is that I've got another 4 meals to eat after this, and I can probably eat like every 2 hours, which is perfect before we go to bed. So meal number 2 and 3 are exactly the same today as they are on the training day. So I've got 200 grams of cooked chicken and some basmati rice. Now one thing I want to touch on really quickly before I absolutely demolish this meal, because I'm absolutely effing starving. My back. So if you've been watching my road trip videos to different gyms across the UK, I trained back 2 days ago. And because I've been training the way I've been training in my own gym for like the last year, my movements haven't really changed. I've been doing the same movements for about a year. And because I was using some different movements, some different angles, the DOMs in my back, I literally don't think I've ever had DOMs as bad in my back in the whole 10 years I've been training. So it just goes to show, I know a lot of people get married to certain movements and a certain routine, and we're always encouraged to get stronger in the exercise. Sometimes actually if you mix it up and do a completely different routine, like just hitting your back with different angles, using different machines, honestly, I would highly recommend it, because my back today is absolutely killing me. But guys, I'd love to stay in chat, but I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm just looking at this chicken right now because it looks so goddamn good. So I'm going to eat this right now and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Right, so let me show you guys the final meal of today on a rest day. And this is by far the highlight of my whole entire day. That's why I like to have it as like my last meal, because it gives me a little treat to look forward to throughout the day. And I'm not going to lie, like, today's probably felt like the first day that prep has hit me pretty hard. I've been doing pretty well up until this point, but it's really hard to explain. But there's this moment that you get in prep when your body feels heavy, your legs just feel numb, energy's really low. And as soon as you hit that point, things start getting a lot harder. Today was definitely one of those days, but I picked myself back up. We're all good, but let me show you this delicious final meal. So right here, we've got some of the sugar-free Harley's jelly. There's literally 7 calories in that whole pot of jelly, which is nothing. And then 2 squares of the Lindt 90% dark chocolate. And to top it off, we have got 30 grams of the best tasting protein on the market, which is the Ghost Nutter Butter flavour. That's quite hard for a northerner to say, nutter butter. But anyway, I'm going to go to bed, eat this, the little spoon's out, and I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Right, so the good news is that the weather has finally held off for a little bit, so I am able to do some barbecue meal prep. So I've got the chicken on there for a couple of days, some chicken for the kids, and I'm also going to whack those beautiful steaks on there. So I am very happy, because like I said, you cannot beat the taste of chicken that has been cooked on the barbecue. Not only that, I don't have a million pots to wash up once I am finished. So I'm going to end today's video here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you drop the video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And like I said, I think we are literally 8.5 weeks out from the next show. So make sure you stay along, press that little bell thing so you get notifications, because I'll be prepping the whole prep up until show day, when we're going to walk away with a trophy. Peace.